Hello everybody, welcome to the aoe2 AI scripting tutorial video number 13, comparing constants, goals and strategic numbers. I haven't made any videos for a while as I was competing in the AI Scripters Championship with my AI called Bambi. A big thank you for all the subscriptions, messages, questions and nice feedback. This really motivates me to make more and better videos. Also special thanks to Spirit of the Law for his mention in his video. I'm a fan of Spirit of the Law and refer to his videos often for tactical or mathematical insights, which does help with the background of the game when programming. For all aoe2 players and programmers, I give the advice to definitely subscribe to his YouTube channel and check out his professional videos. I also have a question for the community. Should or shouldn't I start a Patreon scheme to allow me to work for the scripting community, for example, 1 full day a week by working 4/5, making quality videos and organizing coaching sessions for new scripters, as well as have funds to sponsor or pay for projects like scripting websites, forums, etc. Some of these things already exist, but it's very voluntary. At the moment, I can also make new videos at a rate of 1 video every 3 weeks to 4 weeks, maybe during the holiday slightly more. So I would appreciate any feedback on this, if this would be a viable or good idea. Okay, let's get down to it. Comparing constant goals and strategic numbers. This is the agenda for today. It will be a short video, a bit theoretical, but I hope everybody gets something interesting out of it. First, we shall see what we can compare. We can compare values, bitwise flags and strings. In this video, we are only going to use constants which have integer values. So when I state any constant or constant, I will mean a constant with an integer value in this video. Comparing text and bitwise flags is for another tutorial video. In this video, which values are we going to compare? Well, we're going to compare any constant, goal, strategic number with any constant, goal or strategic number in any direction. We have to remember for the syntax that the first operand determines the upcompare command that we have to use, and the second operand determines the prefix. What are the upcompare commands? Well, seeing that we're going to have a look at constant, goals and strategic number, we need for the first operand 3 upcompare commands. Upcompare constant, upcompare goal and upcompare strategic number. Then we use the compare op, which is a prefix plus a relative operator. You can see video tutorial number 6 about this, and we have operand number 2. As I said in the previous slide, the upcompare command is determined by the first operand. So if the first operand is a constant, we use upcompare constant. If the first operand is a goal, we use upcompare goal. If the first operand is a strategic number, we use upcompare sm. The prefix here is determined by the second operand, meaning C colon if the second operand is a constant, G colon if the second operand is a goal, and S colon if the second operand is a strategic number. That's all the theory. We're going to go over some examples. First, a bit of background knowledge that a goal which has not been defined yet is set to -1. I mean, with undefined, it has been def-consted, but no value has been put into the goal yet. we want to see in our game how many ally players we got, and put this value in the goal number allies. So first we test, has the goal been defined, or is the value a different value to 3? If it hasn't been defined, it will be -1. If we, for instance, had 4 allies and 1 has died, then it will go to 3 allies. We will check how many allies are in the game. It will check if the goal is set to something different to 3. Remember the exclamation mark equals means is not equal to. And as I said in the previous slide, we get comparing a goal, which determines the first upcompare command, upcompare goal, because the first is a goal. The prefix C:, is determined by the fact that the second operand is a constant 3. We then go and set the goal to 3, and then we chat, I have 2 allies in a team of 3. So we go and program this in the tutorial AI. I already have a goal GL number of allies, so we make a def rule up compare goal GL number allies colon 3 up players in game ally 3. Next time I will copy paste the rest of it like this. When copy pasting, I have to redo the quotation marks. We save. That looks okay, so we start a game where we see that we've got a team of 3 players. We have a look at the chat because he's chatting a lot. I have 2 allies in a game of 3. Now another tip, because of all these chats, what we could do is start game time, for instance, greater than an arbitrary number of seconds, like 12, so we can follow the chat and the settings it makes more clearly. Otherwise all the chats will be chatted at the beginning. See, I have 2 allies in a team of 3. To check that this indeed is working correctly, I will change 1 to the enemy, so it shouldn't state this anymore. So we wait till after 12 seconds, and it doesn't state that we have allies, so this example works. Example number 2, comparing a strategic number to a constant. We use, because of the first operand, upcompare Sn, and because the second operand is a constant, we use C:, and then the 0. This will set the target player number. If the target player number is set to 0, then it will attack the winning player. when using commands like attack now or attack groups, which we will come back to in a future video about the different methods of attacking. Now this SM is set by default to 0. So when we put in this command, it won't tell us anything. Also, we will add a chat to player and game time 12. So we will check if it's set to 0 by default, and it will chat to me, I will attack the winning player. It's a small modification from that. We will check the strategic number that it's set to 0, and it will chat to me, I will attack the winning player. So we wait for the 12-second mark. I will attack the winning player. Okay, so that means that the default is set correctly. Up compare commands. Next example, comparing goals to goals. I will just copy paste this def rule like this, and we also mustn't forget to def const, give it constant number 61. And I'm also going to give it a rule. So, what have we done here? First we get the fact, as we've seen in a previous video, of building type can total with the parameter town center, and we put this into the goal number of town centers. Then we get the fact building type count total of the parameter castle and put this in goal castle. We compare the goal number of castles if that's greater than the number of town centers, and we don't want to chat to ourselves, wow, I have more castles than town centers. We mustn't forget to def const the goals, and I have added a quick rule to build a castle so we can also test this command. I've also set it that we start in castle age with resources high. We also mustn't forget to def const the facts that we are checking. And number of castles, we seem to have already defined this goal somewhere else. Okay, over here. So, righty. Yes, I see from a previous tutorial video. So we just, for ease's sake, just going to add an S to this. This is not a nice way of programming. I'm just making this work, that this goal is a standalone goal in this section of the programming. So the castle is built. Of course, we don't see any chat yet because it's stated that if the number of castles is greater than town centers, and now there's one castle and one town center. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the town center. Wow, I have more castles than town centers. Of course, that's nothing to be happy about in this situation, but in another situation it would be good. Comparing a constant to a constant. First, we define two constants, yes and no. And we define a third constant called wonder race. If the game that we are loading is a wonder race, we want the constant wonder race to be defined as 1. And if it's something else than wonder race, we want wonder race to be defined as 0. We want to compare then the constant wonder race if it's 1 or if it's 0. If it's 1, we want it to build a wonder when it can. If it's 0, we don't want it to try and build a wonder. So we're going to first copy paste all this here, and I'm going to add some def rules because we want it to chat. Chatting is a very good way of checking that facts work, that the constants and goals and strategic numbers are working. So I'll put this up to 10. So first we do a non-wonder game. We wait till 10 seconds. Not a wonder race game. Okay, that works. And if we then define game type wonder race. Alrighty. Yeah, wonder race game. So that seems to work well. Next example, we're going to compare a goal to a strategic number. So we're just going to copy paste all this. We're going to do the game exploration time at 20. The strategic number home exploration time is a time the scout explores around the base. We get the fact game time doesn't require a parameter, so that has to be nil, and we put it in the goal game time. We compare this goal if the game time is greater than home exploration time, and when it is, it will chat to us. Home exploration is finished. I will start exploring away from home. We forgot to define the goal. 65, say for instance. So we will wait 20 seconds. When the race came, okay. Home exploration is finished. I will start exploring away from home. To recap one thing, when we use upget facts, this is explained in another tutorial video, we have to use predefined game facts. Game facts, which we can find here, fact ID. And these facts have to be defined with these numbers. Otherwise, the upget fact won't work. The goals have to be defined with an arbitrary number, as long as every goal has a different number to not have overlapping goals with unexpected programming behavior. I just took 65 as arbitrary, thinking that this number hasn't been used yet. Okay, I hope this was interesting. For the next video, number 14, we're going to have a look at building. Mainly at the start of the game, we have to build 2 houses at the same time, with 2 villagers building the first house. This will also be a short video, but we will dive into the game to study the effect of some building strategic numbers. Tutorial 12 and tutorial 13 were maybe shorter theoretical videos, and this tutorial 13 was even very late. Sorry for that. As I've explained, it was because of heavy scripting for the championships, which Aleph has organized. Thanks for that. And Aleph and Esti has been casting these games. Also, thanks for them. Good luck to the other scripters who are still in the competition. It's quite a high level. You can view these competition videos and other tournaments and competition videos on the AI Scripters YouTube channel, or just type AI Scripters in the YouTube search box. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you soon again in video number 14. Keep healthy and safe in these times. Bye.